Today's lesson is about finding perimeter by adding side lengths. Perimeter is the distance around the shape, like we put on our tip chart yesterday. The red line around the soccer field shows the perimeter of the field right here. You can find the perimeter of a shape by adding the lengths of all the sides. So the long side, the top and the bottom are 60 yards. And then the shorter side is 40, the left and the right side. So an addition sentence was made, 60 plus 40 plus 60 plus 40 equals 200. So the perimeter of the soccer field is 200 yards. Here's a shape that is a pentagon. It has 5 sides, 5-sided figure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So because it's 5 sides, you're going to add 5 numbers together since you're finding perimeter. Looks like they started at the top and just went around and made a number sentence, making sure they had all 5 of the numbers, and all of that added together is a sum of 16. So we can use perimeter in many ways. For example, you could find the perimeter of a garden in case you need to put a fence around it. Then you know how much fence you're going to need to go buy from the store. You might also have a craft activity going on and you would need to put yarn, trim out one of your little photo frames with some yarn. Then if you find the perimeter of the frame, then you know how much yarn you're going to need to go buy at Walmart, say. Here's another example. Ellie is putting a ribbon around a sign that she's made. And we're going to need to help Ellie figure out how much ribbon she's going to need to buy. She wants to spruce this sign up with some ribbon. So again, just like on the other slide, what they did is they went around and added, there's 6 sides. It's a hexagon. Started at the top and made a number sentence, 15 plus 6 plus 6 plus 15 plus 6 plus 6. And you can add those numbers together. Some people find that it's easier to put if you have more than one of the same number, to group those together and then add. Makes it a little bit quicker. So 15 plus 15 is 30, and 6 repeatedly added 4 times is 24. And the total of those two numbers is 54. So Ellie's going to need to go to the store and buy 54 centimeters of ribbon to be able to put it around her sign. For regular figures, those figures that the side lengths are all the same, that's what makes it regular. We can actually multiply to find the perimeter. We're going to find the length of one of the sides and then multiply that by the number of sides in that figure or shape. Here's the perimeter of a pentagon that we're looking for in this example. And it's a 5-sided figure, of course, and each one of those sides is 8 feet. So we could say 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 equals 40, right here. Or because they're all the same length and we're adding it 8 5 times, that'd be quicker and easier. We've got those facts memorized to say 5 times 8 equals 40. So the perimeter of this pentagon is 40 feet. We're going to practice finding perimeter of some different side shapes. This is a triangle with 3 different side lengths, and we need to add all those sides together to find the distance around this triangle. If you'll pause the video and add these side lengths, check back with me and see what the perimeter is. See if you've added them correctly. These are easy numbers, so it shouldn't be hard at all. If we add 3 plus 5 plus 4, that is 12 centimeters. So the perimeter of this triangle is 12 centimeters. Pause the video and find the perimeter of this quadrilateral, 4-sided figure. Seven and 7 is 14 centimeters. Here is a picture of a leaf. It could be a poster, a card, just a identification picture of some type of leaf from science class or something like that. You need to find the perimeter. Pause the video and figure that out and check back with me again. 5 plus 5 plus 7 plus 7. 24. The perimeter of this picture of a leaf is 24 inches. Mr. Jasper is putting wood trim around this window. How many feet of wood does Mr. Jasper need for the perimeter of the window? Anytime you hear border, trim, outline, distance around, you need to think perimeter. If you'll pause the video, if you haven't already figured that out in your head, calculate the perimeter. So 2 plus 3 is 5, 2 plus 3 is 5, 5 plus 5 is 10 feet. Kim wants to put trim around a picture she drew. How many centimeters of trim does Kim need for the perimeter of this picture? This one makes me think of like the Pentagon model we were looking at a few slides ago where all the sides are the same length. This is a square. All of the sides are 6 centimeters. So we can say we're going to add 6 4 times, turn it into a multiplication sentence because they are all the same length, and that would be 24 centimeters. Pause the video and read this and see if you can figure out what the answer is. This information over here is going to be helpful. Give you a hint if you're stuck. Okay, Jared's dad built a square deck. One side of the deck is 10 feet long. So remember, the sides of a square are all the same length. And how many sides do you need to add together to find the perimeter of a square? 4. So I like just drawing a picture that goes with my word problem. Repeatedly add 10 4 times, and then the perimeter of the deck that he built is 40 feet. Dwayne is painting a design on the bedroom wall in the shape of a hexagon with all sides that are equal length. The length of each side of the hexagon is 2 feet. And typically when you have a shape that all the sides are equal, you're only going to label one of the sides, realizing that the others are the same measurement. It keeps from cluttering up the picture or the image. So the perimeter of his design, there's 6 sides, all being 2 feet. And so the perimeter is 12 feet. Here's your quick check. Pause the video, get the answer, and then unpause it and check back with me. Perimeter of this rectangle. 6 plus 6 plus 2 plus 2. 6 plus 2 is 8. 6 plus 2 is 8, so that is 16. 16 units. That's it for today's video lesson. Please let me know if you have any questions or concerns. You have a math practice page that I've sent you through your Gmail account. It's called Find Perimeter, page 185 and 186.